And then I'm back. Just need to wait a couple of seconds before talking, otherwise people won't hear me. Well, I promised to show and tell. And I'm going to show 2 new products that will be for sale. The first one is this little jar I made. Little candy jar. And technically, this I didn't make and this I decorated. This was more or less a test. I made these from second-hand little figurines. It's quite sturdy. Okay, you shouldn't pull and push, but it is quite sturdy. And then I think I didn't clean it well on the inside. Let's try that again. So this little jar will be for sale. I'm thinking the price is going to be 10 and 15 euros. Because it was quite a lot of work to make this. And of course the materials. And I'm already working on little jar number 2. With a blind bag figure I had double. So that's a new project. Let's put it over here. The other one is this bookmark I created. It's an acrylic one. I made it myself. Because I wanted to find a way to use up some of my charms that are too big for my hair swords. But they're technically also too big for this one. But that's okay. So, not sure if I can finish a few for Fantasy Fest. I mean, they're quite quickly made, and thus far I only have tassels and not really changed with charms on it. Will come. But yeah, might have a few for Fantasy Fest. It's going to be a way to use old art. I will show the other one soon again. But yeah, a small acrylic bookmark, very thin. This is the little jar I showed at first. So it's kind of like a candy jar. The glass can be put in the dishwasher, of course. Lid cannot. Lid, no washy-washy. If you do, damp cloth on the inside, and that's pretty much it you can clean it with. Over here. So yeah, that's 2 new projects I've been working on, been hinting on to it on Facebook. But that was pretty much it. Okay, first what I'm going to do is look up art for winter. What are your colors? I need my buttons. Because technically it's only a button thingy. Go away, nobody cares about you. Okay, that's the color for winter. Which ironically, I can use you for... Let's see, bodice. These are just the first colors, so I know what to do. Then I have the light blue, which are the sleeves. And it's okay if I change it a little bit. Technically the hair veil is transparent, but that's kind of impossible. Okay, and I noticed a little bit of this blue again for here. And here. That's all white. Smelly paint, smelly paint. Despite you being very good, I don't like you, smelly paint. I did a bit too much. Well, then you're going to be dark blue as well. And just for contrast, an original art, this is white. Now making it ultramarine just to get a little bit more contrast. Okay, do I have a very light blue? No, that's a mid blue. Need a very, very light blue. Oh, I had a very, very light blue. Why are you here? Well, mixing time! There will be a day where I won't be able or need to mix paint. But I need something light. That's my base. A little bit more brightness. Those were nasty sounds. Ooh, it needs to be a lot lighter. Right now it's the same color as a color I already have, so I'm almost out of that nasty white. This is way too dark. I need to grab another jar. Because this is pretty much the same color I already have. Yep. It's probably something I'm going to remix in another hue. Someday, one day over the rainbow. Need a lot of white. So much white. There we go. I can have a sinking feeling that you're gonna sink to the bottom. This is a very potent color, but this is nice and light. Some colorants are very, very pigmented. There we go. Still have a feeling I have this color somewhere, but can't find it, so worst thing that can happen is that I am going to use a double for a seed. With seeding I mean using that to mix another color. You can be rolled out, by the way, so he can dry better. I'm going to make the veil just white. Otherwise I would need to make an even lighter blue. Okay, and this is my good shit, my good wit, my good white. You only need one, maybe two coats white. And white hair ribbons. Because you know, snow. Snow and ice. It's winter. And then the silver for the ground. That's the base colors for winter. Without skin tone, of course. Skin tone comes later. Okay, let's look up comey. Just put paint onto my face. Oh well. Could you please kindly F off? I don't want that. Nobody cares. Go away. Can I put... There's a pop-up that's keep on going. Just put it out. Thank you. Now go. Now I need a good image reference. Because most don't have her shoes on it. And the one that does have her shoe on it is fan art, if you catch my drift. Okay, so I can use this. Yes, I can use this. Image open in new tab. So can I have it a bit bigger? Thank you. So we already had the hair done, because that was easy. And now I need... This is a bit too dark. And this is too light. I need to mix again. Ooh. I need a slightly darker ultramarine. First empty whatever we can get out of here. Which is probably not much. I'll do the cleaning of the tubes later. I probably have an ultramarine somewhere else. Well, this might actually be the color. This is dark purple. That's not what I need. I can probably use this. Because it is a bit matte already. And could put a little bit of this in here. Yep, dark navy, dark navy. It's probably gonna dry a tiny bit darker anyway. That's a nice dark blue color. And not too much, because I don't need too much. Let's see. This is... it's not layering nice. Oh well, at least I have the colors then. Ooh, seems I missed a spot of her hair. I have so many jars of paint. And I really wonder what I'm going to do with when this project is done. Probably use up the paint. Find projects. Use it on. And then technically it's a very dark brown. Almost black. Do I have that already? I can use this one. Okie dokie. Marking it. More mini jars will be coming. There will be a day I will not need mini jars, but today will not be that day. Seems I splattered on Commie's face. And dark brown shoes, but not too dark. This might be too light. Yeah, if I remember well, I can stream next Sunday. And then I can finish up the other guys with the line arts and some even probably some pastelling. Okay, so this is coming done for now. Just needs to dry for layer 2. And you're dry. This purple is also dry. It's not fully dry, the purple, but dry enough for the big parts. Okay, let's check back on the old pile. Because we still have these. With a very, very shitty paint, which I can't seem to find, but it should be here somewhere. But if it's very shitty paint, I can keep layering it. Or, and I'm leaning towards that, I'm gonna give up on this paint, more or less, and mix a new one. One with better coverage, one with actual coverage. Okay. Gonna need white. Here's other shitty white. This is not bright pinky enough, but I can use that as a base. And get a bit of the good paint. So make it brighter. just gonna empty it in here. And add a little bit of white to make it lighter. At least this is not a chunky white. The blush pink was also from the Action. Never used it before, but I know the other pinks, so. Usually I don't give up on paints, but sometimes you just, yeah, it's done. Even I consider it done. It's a lovely soft cotton candy now. Okay, time for a new rag. And I still put my rags in my dirty paint water jar. So this jar will be emptied in another jar. So the dirty rags take up all the paint residue. I let the rest evaporate. And the rags go into the trash when they're dry. And that's my attempt of saving the environment. This is a very nice color. I wonder how it will dry. And the cover seems nice as well. Of course, big parts are usually a bit splotchy. So it's gonna need a couple of coats. But hopefully not that much anymore. Because if I want to finish this for the anime con, the hair is the biggest issue. No, that's just dirt on the face. Already had a light pink, but this is even lighter. I'm gonna love organizing it all based on color. Technically, this is almost everything. is my decent white. This should be my decent eye white. For a first coat. Before I'm going to use my good white. This one is for next year. But you know, was busy with it. And the sooner I'm done with it, the better. And I only have a couple of minutes left, about 18 minutes. So, returning to the characters I started with and that weren't finished yet. What was I looking for? Short-term memory, the shoe brown. This should be the shoe brown. Okay. I'm starting to need space for things to dry. I think everything else is next year's. I will check it later. What am I in the mood for? And let me check up the rest of the reference because I know a lot, but I don't know all the colors. No, that's very weird. But if you have about 800 characters, more to come, the different outfits. There comes a time where you just can't remember everything. Where is the art that I need? There. Very old art, but that's okay. My neon pink. Or my chibi moon pink. This needs to be pink. Let's see. This should be pink. This should be pink. This is pink. This is pink. 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 Everything else should be white or skin tone. Oh, wait. Her little heart in her hair. I'm gonna make this pink as well. It's mostly blobbing in colors, so I know what to do next time. Now it's going to be a bit tricky because the character Kitty Ocean is also my online name. Let's see if this helps finding the colors quickly. Nope, 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 nope. Guys, I just turned you off. Tiny touchpad. Nope, 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 nope. Why are you keep on popping up? I put you off. Go away. I don't want to see anything in my feed. I don't even want to see the feed. And I'm back. Didn't even know I was gone. Suddenly noticed the reconnection logo. So yay, I'm back. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, I uploaded all the new art. And it makes it trickier to find it back. Well, I'm going to use this image. Not the best reference, but is a reference. And yes, this design is slightly altered from the original because the original had way too much details. Or there's too much details for a printable like this. Okay. Now, some might wonder why Kitty Ocean is partly blue in our outfit and partly green. Well, part of it is the color choices weren't fully mine. Someone helped designing her. And water can be green as well. And again, if you don't like the colors, feel free to do it differently. And now I need to have that. Oh, I almost put my finger into the paint again. For the opal trident, I'm thinking I'm going to make a blend. And I'm not meaning a blend in a jar. I think I'm gonna make a blend on the thingy-my-thing trident itself. And the purple ribbon is for contrast. And that's her basic colors done. And that's pretty much also all the time we have. Of course, there are plenty of characters still to be done. You don't really see it much, but I'm probably going to add some glitter in the trident anyway. So, did a lot. Mostly mask painting. Oh, I wanted to try something. And I can do that on screen so people can learn from it. I have this silicone mat and it's filled with paint, and scrubbing it is quite tricky, but last time I spilled some glue on it. And cleaning up was very easy then. Not sure if this is going to help, but there's one way to find out. Also, it's an excuse to make a lime ball. Glue ball, glue ball. Lime is the Dutch word. Perhaps a bit of waste of glue, but otherwise it would go into the environment, into the dishwasher and then into the sewer. And glue balls are fun, and maybe I can use the glue balls eventually for something else as a filler. So hopefully next week I can finish up a lot of characters. The week after, I think, is Fantasy Fest. And then it's waiting for the anime con. Come on, guys. Need a glue ball. Make me a glue ball. It's not saturated enough yet. There we go. Little glue ball. Bit glittery because of all the gold paint. And we'll let it harden. And then it's a filler bead or something like that. Also, I don't have to make extra hair swords for Fantasy Fest because I made way too much for Fantasy Expo. But I didn't want to rush things. And I think I might even have enough for the anime con as well. I managed to get a new batch of hair swords. I managed to get a good deal. So that means I can use a bit more expensive charms. Because I still, I'll be honest, I still need to make a little bit of money out of it. Earn back everything. But yeah. So, this was it for today. There's my mousey mouse. There's my mousey mouse. A lot of things have now base colors, new ones. And when they're dry, I can paint extra again, new layers. A lot of characters almost done. I need to open this so that they can dry. And these can dry over here. And I always say, I hope I'm not now done mixing paint. Yeah, I doubt it. I'll probably find some new color. I need to in between, a little bit lighter, a little bit darker. And yeah, I'll be seeing you either at the Penny stream or at Fantasy Fest or the next craft stream or whenever. Bye bye.